Hello and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm James Currie with the Communication Department here at MCHD. I've got three people in the studio with me, and we're going to talk about Opportunities Day, just like on your shirt right there. So if everyone wants to go ahead and introduce themselves, please be my guest.
My name is Rodney Toomer, also known as DJ Rodski. I'm the program director for Opportunities for Entertainers.
And I'm Lois Gwinn. I'm the senior program administrator for the Health Equity Office.
And I'm Kalenski Adams, also known as DJ Dirty Dan. I'm the executive director for Opportunities for Entertainers and Performing Arts.
Well, guys and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here on Wellness Wednesday. So let's just get right on into it as to why you all are here and what we're talking about. So Opportunities Day school tour, as on your shirt there, happening throughout Mobile County. So tell me a little bit about opportunities for entertainers and performing arts before we jump into anything else.
Opportunity for Entertainers and Performing Arts is a nonprofit organization all about community outreach and mentoring. Our whole goal is to connect the community to the culture, and likewise, and that's what we've been doing for over the past 12 years. So as we get into Opportunities Day, which Rodski is about to start off talking about, we just want to make sure that we be that conduit to the community.
Yes, we've teamed up with Mobile County Health Department, and we just want to make sure that the young people in our community, especially in high school and middle school, they get an opportunity to know the resources that we have for them, whether it's mental, whether it's anything dealing with school, anything dealing with peer pressure, drugs, anything like that. We just want to provide them an avenue where they can use if they don't have anywhere else to go. Sometimes it's hard for our young people, especially our children, to talk to their parents about certain things. So this just gives them another avenue where they can go, where they can find out what the resources are we have.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounds like an obvious good fit, right? So Lois, why don't you explain as to why the Health Equity Office, which is what you're in charge of, why we've partnered with them for this program.
Well, James, as you know, I'm fairly new to the Health Equity Office, but however, the Health Equity team partnered with Opportunities for Entertainment for Mobile Hip Hop Week this summer. It was such a great success, and the communications continued among the two organizations. Opportunity for Entertainment approached the Health Equity Office about their idea of a school tour. And in light of the fact the Health Equity Office had done a survey earlier in the year, and one of the main concerns that was identified was mental health. And so we thought that that would be a great opportunity to get into the school system to talk to our young people who had been isolated as a result of COVID for the past year and a half, and to talk about mental health. So it was a good fit. We thought that we could make a real difference with the young generation. So we said, let's go for it. So we are excited about the partnership and the impact it will make.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's, our studies show that, national studies show that. That's a baseline that, this age range, they're really hurting, post-COVID. So,
yes.
Non-traditional thinking out of the box, that's how you change hearts, minds, and lives. So, that's a great path for us to be on. Now, like you mentioned, you partnered with the Mobile County Public School System, the largest public school system in the state of Alabama. There are a lot of schools under their umbrella. So, but you're not going to every single school. You've been kind of selective about it. So how did you select the schools that you've selected for the tour?
Yeah, we look at this year as our pilot year, and we plan to hit all schools. But initially, speaking to the Health Equity Office, they talked about some areas that were really affected, by COVID and by mental health and so many other things that are happening. And us being who we are and what we do, we wanted to make sure that we target those, because those are the same communities that we serve on a daily basis. So we wanted to make sure that we brought those resources and that partnership to the community in a fun way, because we know we're dealing with the Z-Gen and so many others. So,
and then also, those are underserved communities. that really don't have a lot of programs and stuff going on after school and everything. So we know that we have a lot of talented young people out there, and they don't necessarily always have a platform to show and to be able to express themselves from performing arts. So that's why opportunities for entertainers and performing arts is so crucial in our community, because we give these young people an avenue, an opportunity, and a platform to show their talent. They have so many talents, with dancing, singing, rapping, all kind of different things that performing arts is all about. And that's why it's so conducive that we bring them together, and it really forms a perfect harmony for us, and we just give them a bigger stage.
And I do want to say this as well, James. One thing about what we do overall, it's about making sure that we connect that. We want to make sure people understand that you do have these resources and avenues to do different things, and we wanted to make sure that we be that plug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I work with youth also as well with the Boy Scouts. So it's kind of like a short attention span theater, on a weekly basis. I mean, you've got 2 or 3 seconds to get their attention. So, giving them a format that they're familiar with in an environment that you can actually capture their attention, that's great. That's great thinking. I mean, what a great program and platform. So, we've already done one partnership with you at a school. I think it was, let me look at my notes here, Williamson.
Yes. His alumni, his alma mater.
Okay, Williamson.
Why did we go there first?
Why?
Yeah, why did you pick Williamson? I mean, I'm from Biloxi High. Why didn't you pick Biloxi High?
Well, first thing I would say is, why not Williamson?
Yes.
That's their theme right now. That school, specifically the school that I come from, is going through a lot of big transition. And they were the first to raise their hand as well, because they know they needed it for their kids as well. So, we jumped on that initiative because we looked at it as an opportunity to get it going. So as we go into BC Rain and Blunt High School and Chastain and Theodore and Centronel, our whole goal is to take it up and up and up until we get to the end game, which is the Youth Summer Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We also did. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, it sounds like you're selective, but it's methodical. So which is good. So yeah, please go ahead.
Just want to build the morale up, build the self-esteem up. Oftentimes our young people get these stigmas and these stereotypes that they want to do is just cause havoc. But we really have some really, really good young people out there that are doing very positive stuff. And they just need to see somebody lifting them up instead of always, pointing the finger at them and stuff like that.
Talking with them, not at them.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right. Yeah, I learned a long time ago, when you point your finger at somebody, there's a certain number of fingers that point back at yourself. So
exactly.
When you make that hand. So, there's a bunch of different aspects to this program. I mean, there's a mental health portion there, that addresses the things that we've talked about, some of the stigmas and some of the challenges that they've been facing, some cyberbullying and some other things like that you can address on that platform or even on a one-on-one level. So, let's wrap up a little bit here and what do you all hope to accomplish? I know you mentioned the goals already, but what's your ultimate, goal of accomplishment?
Well, I mean, our young people, they have these walls built up, and a lot of times it's about trust. Who can I trust? And if I trust you, then I'm able to open up and tell you the issues that I have. And I don't have to walk around with these things in me that make me want to do something to hurt myself or hurt others. So we have to peel these layers back. And by peeling these layers back, you have to make them feel comfortable. And you have to speak the language. You meet them where they are, not where we think they are. We meet them where they are. And that's the most important thing. And like I said, once you get their trust and they feel like, you're an ally to them, then they'll start, saying, well, I feel like this, or, this has been bothering me. And then we can able to hook up, press those dots, connect those dots, as Dan say, with mental health issues, with inclusion, with drug addiction, with just different things and different resources. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah, and then also with that said, our kids have so much access to technology these days. Sometimes they got to be brought to ground level so they can know real from delusional stuff, because they see stuff on the internet all the time and they think that's life. but life is, you know, you got to learn about life. And you know, that's one thing that we really want to push to people, to let people know that, you know, you're going to do this fun thing, but we're going to get you to this serious thing. And that's what this is all about.
That's right. And, you know, I think also too, that platform, you know, being able to be expressive, that is also a positive form of, you know, mental health also too.
Absolutely.
You know, to be able to, if they can sing, you know, if they can do some spoken word poetry, if they can paint, if they can dance, if they can play an instrument. So, you know, be on stage, you know,
Performing arts.
express yourself. Yeah. Performing arts.
And James, what I wanted to say is that we want the students to know that they're not in this by themselves.
Absolutely.
There is a large support network out there. Sometimes they experience or do some things that may be negative only because they don't know where to go to get help. And so with this outreach, we are sharing with them the various resources that are available to them and places that they can go and seek help confidentially, as well as, you know, if they want it shared. It's a old cliche. The youth are our future. And if we don't invest in them, you know, what will we have? So I am looking forward to the next tour, which will be December 18th at BC Reigns.
Actually, November 18th.
November 18th.
November
Please
18th.
correct.
Yeah, I just want to make sure November 18th.
That's
because
right.
One thing that we are doing, we're making sure that we're following the school, because the school has a certain protocol of what they have going on a day-to-day basis, and we want to make sure that we partner with them versus just try to we just want to come do an event. Now this is really about you guys. This is really about the school. This is really about the students. This is not just an organization or the health department trying to bombard your school. We're coming with real information, real resources, and we will make sure we make a real impact. Yes.
November 18th, BC Reigns.
Red Raiders, let's go. We'll be there.
Yeah, Red
Yeah,
Raiders.
and just a few days from now, actually.
Yes.
So
Yes.
well, we thank you for, you know, obviously being on Wellness Wednesday, but for having the vision to be able to, like you mentioned, to use your words, to go where they are. So we're very thankful that you're able to do that and, you know, bring us along as a partner to be able to go where the kids are. So thank you all again.
Yes,
All right,
appreciate it
thank
so much.
you.